This, my friend, is walleye. People come from all over the world fishing for this stuff. It's all about vinegar in these recipes for the cookbook, and I'm gonna marinate mine in balsamic. Now, you can't really substitute another vinegar for this because balsamic has a really good sweetness to it. Even though it is very vinegary, it has a bit of charisma and really good taste, and it'll take on the flavor of that vinegar, but it won't be too harsh. Just a little bit of olive oil. Yep. This marinade doesn't need long to soak up. Look at it, wow. The color of the fish is already changing. The vinegar is so intense, you maybe want like 15, 20 minutes, half hour max. Now, when I think of balsamic, I think of three things: bocconcini cheese, fresh sweet tomatoes, and basil. So why not put them all together and make a caprese salad? Now, when I put basil in a salad, I like to take the leaves and I like to just tear them up a little bit. If you cut them with a knife, they like to bruise, and this salad needs to hang out, needs to get to know each other, needs a minute to kind of relax, and all the flavors need to mingle a little bit. So ripping it by hand is the perfect way for basil. Olive oil. You're gonna put a pinch of salt in there. It's gonna help the basil stay nice and green. It's gonna draw out some sweetness of the tomato. Yeah. I want to go look at that walleye again. That smells pretty intense. Look at that. It's just got a really nice stain on it. It's probably been in there for about 10 minutes. You can go a little longer if you want, but I really like the taste of walleye, and I think the vinegar's done its job. Now, I'm all about texture, and I like nice crusts on my fish. And I got a good tip for you for getting a crust. Just a little bit of flour. Of course, you have to season the flour, salt and pepper. And I'm gonna cook it with two types of fat, butter and oil. When you put a lot of flour on the fish, the flour likes to soak up fat. And in this case, I want it to be silky butter. Just as the butter starts to bubble and get a little brown, you take your little piece of fish, a little kiss of salt, just lightly into the flour, shake off any little dust there, and right into the butter. And I like to put it in and just move it around a little bit. You're kind of gonna start the crust, and then you can let it go. Wow, look at this. The butter's nice and nutty. It's mixing with the vinegar. The flour's giving it a good crust. And when the butter's foaming like that, when there's air in the butter, I just love spooning it over. There's something so satisfying about it. All right, let's see if we got a crust here. That is perfect. Onto the skin, and just because I like to do it, foaming butter. Time for my favorite part. Now, I love a little bit of balsamic vinegar in my caprese salad, so I just put mine on right at the end. And then a little bit of oil as well. And one more little sprinkle of salt. Yeah, look at that. I love how the vinegars just lightly stain the fish, and it's so good with the freshness in the salad. Let me show you how good it is. Yep. You don't have to be a magician to make that disappear, for sure. It is so fresh. I love the texture of the walleye. It's got a little bit of fat to it, but it's kind of firm, and you think it'd be crazy marinating it in vinegar, but the vinegar and the nutty butter just make it all happen.